Good day everyone. We decided to create this video because we are not in a position to meet for our monthly meeting as planned now in May. So to all of you Constantia Park, Parkinson's and Huntington's members, we want to say welcome to this virtual presentation instead of us meeting together. And this is just also for us to stay connected on the platforms and in the ways that we can amidst this unprecedented time that we are going through. So to give you some feedback and assurance, my work at MDS is continuing, and I am counseling members and non-members. From an MDS point of view, we don't only support this group. I'm doing counseling on WhatsApp, telephonically where necessary, email, and then all the other electronic capabilities that we fortunately have in this day and age. And this is also an invite, should you have a need for support, that you via Anne-Marie, and rather Anne-Marie, Barbara is very, very busy also being a nurse and in her work, but just check with them in first and they will then refer you to me. So just remember that that is a possibility, and I have got time and resources at this stage to do so, to support you in whatever way you may need support, emotionally, etc. Today I want to chat a little bit about surviving lockdown, and my start, I'm going to refer to my notes next to the camera. So number one is maintaining a daily routine, which means to wake up, to stand up. It doesn't have to be each day at the same time, but it does help to get a general feeling of this is my time that I'm waking up and these are the things that I'm going to do. And then to create a to-do list of priorities that you have and things that you would like to attend to on that specific day. A second point is to reduce the time spent watching and reading and listening to media coverage about this pandemic. So maybe a more constructive idea is not to, like an ostrich, put your head in the sand, but to have specific times, 1 or 2 a day, that you know you're going to check what is going on, and then check reliable resources. I know that's a very difficult thing, and we're sometimes not sure which resources we can trust. And I hear you that that is a difficult call to make. But decide these are the routes that you're going to follow and listen to, and be careful of fake news. There's a lot of sensation going around and things that actually create more anxiousness and fear than is necessary. So that's very important, to limit it. And then obviously acknowledge that the situation is frightening. It's frustrating, and you may feel out of control about many aspects of it, not being allowed to go, like we've spoken on our caregiver group recently. If you're a caregiver, or even the patient, HT or Parkinson's patients, you need to go for your annual neurological examination, and your partner's not allowed to go with. Although my response to that was that it's definitely a case-by-case situation, and that if you and your patient partner or whatever the situation may be knows that they cannot function on their own, I cannot see any reason that a doctor can say that they have to come on their own, for example. So definitely it's a medical emergency in that sense, because it's something that does have to happen. And if you lose your spot now, who knows when you will get a next one. So the next thing, yes, acknowledging that that these things are difficult and out of our control, and sort of sit with that reality, not ignore it, but then make sure that you give more time in terms of what you think on about things that you can control and that you can do. Then it's important to create a list of things that you can do to keep yourself busy and active, even if you are in social isolation. So stick the list on the fridge or on your bedroom, on the wall or your cupboard where you can see it every day. And I'm going to give you some ideas here from the list that I made. For example, reading those books that you haven't had time for months. It's been lying there and now you have the time to actually to read. Do something creative, something that you like, something that is energizing. Maybe you've always wanted to try painting or drawing or creating some poetry, listening to your favorite music, trying a new exercise at home. And I think this is very important. We've seen Andre on our WhatsApp group showing us all how plausible it is to actually go around your house. And now we have that on level 4 option of doing it from 6 to 9 in the morning if you are a morning person and it's not too cold for you and you can get that done. Then at least we have that freedom now. Remember your mask. All the things that we've actually not had time to focus on, this might actually be the time to do so, like cleaning out your cupboards. That's always a wonderful thing for me to feel like I've really made some progress on a housekeeping level. Things that have been irritating me and staring at me for months on end, and now I can actually do something about it. So, and if you run out of ideas, ask a friend or family or neighbors to help you think of things that can keep you busy constructively. And it's important, if we talk about a to-do list, that each day you do something small that you enjoy. Your favorite place you would go to when you can, after lockdown or whenever, your favorite idea of a holiday. Just things that we maybe don't know about each other in a support group or in a family group, and we can actually have something interesting to talk about, even if it is then over WhatsApp or sharing something of ourselves over WhatsApp. So one can get really creative, even for your supper or for your afternoon, whenever you want to do it. Create a themed table and have fun with it, depending on how many props and things you have in your home. But yeah, you'll see also on social media, there's a lot of people getting quite creative with this time. So notwithstanding the reality, there are things that we can do, and there are resources out there. If you get stuck, these tips are available from a specific website that supports people that are struggling with depression and anxiety. And I'm going to also add those contacts, numbers and links to this video, or maybe in a separate WhatsApp message, because we're going to post this on the various groups. So from me and on behalf of Anne-Marie and Barbara, we want to say that we are praying for all of you and we miss all of you, and we are glad that at least we have this way of connecting with you in a small way, but I hope that it's been helpful also. So over and out from me for now, and we'll see where we are for the next month if we need to have a follow-up on this basis. We trust that we will be able to see each other soon. God bless, keep safe, and please reach out if you feel that you are isolated, that you are unsure of resolving a specific problem and where to go in terms of help, so that we can see if we can provide you support in regard to that. Goodbye.